Hi everyone, I am Stephanie Medley-Rath and I am the author of Introduction to Sociology and the founder of the Sociology Coach. In this video, I wanted to give you a brief overview of the sociological literacy framework. So if you've explored my website at all, you have likely learned that my textbook uses the sociological literacy framework, which consists of 5 concepts and 6 skills. So what that means is that every chapter addresses all 5 concepts. So this is what is used throughout the textbook. Okay, and then I also am heavy on data analysis and the use of figures in the textbook as well to help develop some of the sociological skills. So that's the very brief overview. But if you're like, I don't know what the sociological literacy framework is, don't fret. I've got information there as well. So if you go to, let me see if I can move this a little bit, my screen recorder, so you can see what I'm looking at. So if you go to the top of the page and you go to instructors, there is a page about the sociological literacy framework. I didn't come up with it. That came from Ferguson and Carbonaro, along with a team of other sociologists. They created or organized, if you will. They didn't create it. They organized what we were already doing in Intro to Sociology to determine what kind of agreement exists on what should be taught in sociology and what our students should be doing. So Ferguson and Carbonaro are the ones who wrote it all up and have really promoted it to help us. The American Sociological Association endorsed this framework as well. So it is accepted for teaching sociology. So the concepts include the sociological I, social structure, socialization, stratification, social change, and social reproduction. And again, if you take a look at the let me find it. There we are. The table of contents of the book, you're going to see we've got sociological I'm calling it the perspective in chapter 1 for simplicity's sake. We got a chapter on social structure, socialization, stratification, social change. So we've got those chapters right there. If you open up chapter 1, you're going to see that each of these concepts are introduced in chapter 1 as well. Let me jump back. These skills, they center around students being able to analyze data, apply theories, use scientific principles, so on and so forth. So I really kept these skills in mind as I was writing the book as well. So making sure that I explain studies as much as one can in the space that one has in an introductory textbook. So I tried to do that. You'll note in chapter 2, for example. So if I go to chapter 2, you're going to find, here we are, measures of central tendency, where there's instruction for how to calculate a mean and a median and a mode. So those kinds of features are available in the book as well. If you go back to this page on the sociological literacy framework, you're going to find a list of other publications that provide information on it as well. So we have those. There are resources for the introducing it in the curriculum from the American Sociological Association. So you have access to those, the curriculum mapping toolkit, because you're probably already teaching the sociological literacy framework. You just might not quite realize it. There's learning outcomes that are available that was a project I was part of. Of course, there's learning outcomes in this book as well that map onto the SLF. There's a Trails resource from Ann Nurse. She is using the SLF in her intro course, and she found Trails resources that support this organizational framework. So to my knowledge, this is the first textbook that uses the sociological literacy framework as a way to talk about sociology. You are, of course, welcome to explore more on my website to learn more to see if this is the right framework for you. But it is, a framework that we have some agreement on as sociologists and as scholarly teachers in the field of teaching and learning in sociology. So hopefully you find value in it as well. And it's not too big of a lift to change your approach to teaching the course. So thank you for watching. You can always reach out to me at the Sociology Coach at gmail.com. You can find me on social media. I'm happy to talk more about the sociological literacy framework or anything else about the textbook or website. Thank you.